Hi everyone, welcome to a hip opening yin practice. So for today's class, if you have them available, you can use a block and a yoga strap, but it's not necessary. It's just if you have them and you want to deepen the stretch, have them available to you. So we're going to start in a reclined position, lying on our backs. You can either have the soles of your feet together and your knees open wide, or you can have your legs extended long in Shavasana. Or the feet can come to the mat, the knees can be bent. You can knock your knees together. So starting out just by exploring what your body needs in this moment as you settle into your space. So noticing the rhythm of your breath. Noticing your body planted against the mat, and maybe making any adjustments that you need to get comfortable as you begin to focus your mind on your practice. So as you allow your mind to let go of anything that does not serve you, can you just notice what you notice in the physical body? And if that is too overwhelming, you can focus on something outside of yourself in the room. You can just notice the sound of my voice. Placing your hands in a position that feels supportive, that allows you to feel safe. And just noticing whatever sensations you notice. So are there parts of the body that feel at ease or relaxed? Are there points of tension or stress that you notice in the physical body? Is your body wanting a particular kind of movement? And can you allow yourself to honor whatever that is, moving in a way throughout the practice that allows your body the time and space it needs as we enter and exit the different postures. So bringing your awareness to your breath. As you inhale, can you imagine that you're filling the abdomen like a balloon, all the way up, taking in as much air as feels comfortable? And then as you exhale, can you extend your exhale, allowing the body to completely release the air from the abdomen, from the chest? Inhaling through the chest into the belly, allowing the rib cage to expand with each breath. And then as you exhale, allowing the body to release and to let go. Perhaps extending your exhale a little longer than your inhale. One more time, breathing in through the chest, all the way into the bottom of the belly. And then as you exhale, can you allow yourself to empty out and to notice the difference as you let go and release? And taking this moment, perhaps offering gratitude to your body for taking the time to move in a way that promotes healing in our mind and our bodies. Remembering that the hips hold emotional stress and physical tension. So as we grip our bodies, often the residual fear is left over in the hip area. So can you be gentle with yourself, with your body, Can you be a compassionate observer of your experience, moment to moment, throughout our practice? On your next inhale, extending the legs long, grabbing your block if you have it. We're simply going to lift the hips and place the block or books or whatever prop you have underneath the pelvis, underneath the hip base of the hips. And then from here, extending the left leg long. You can have your block on the lower height. If you have a lot of flexibility, you can have it higher, but maybe just starting here on the lower setting. Extending the left leg long, bringing the right shin in, the right knee to the right armpit. And if the left leg does not touch the ground, you can place it on blankets or any other prop. So just notice what your body needs. So as you pull the right knee to the right armpit, allowing the left hip to stretch and release. So keeping the shoulders planted firmly into the mat and bringing the right knee to the right armpit energetically. You might feel a stretch down the back of the right leg and through the left hip. And we're just going to stay here for a moment. Allow the body to open up. Using your breath as a base of support. If it's too much to stay holding, you can always release and then bring the knee back in. You can always just take child's pose or any posture that you need to feel safe, to feel grounded. If you flex the left toes, you might feel more of a stretch through the left hip flexor. Just playing with your options. Allowing a sense of gratitude for your body in this space. And on your next exhale, extending the right leg long, allowing the body to neutralize for a moment. And then on your next exhale, bringing your left knee to the left armpit. You can flex the right foot. You'll feel a stretch down the back of the left leg and through the right hip. Just noticing the sensations of the body. Taking full inhales and full exhales. As you breathe in, allowing the tension in the hips to melt away with each exhale. And when you're ready, extending the left leg long, and then placing the feet on the mat to just lift your block up, and then just coming to lie flat on your back just for a moment. And from here, and be gentle with your head. If you have a yoga strap, you're gonna place the loop around the right foot, and without the buckle touching the head or the foot, so sort of move the strap to where it feels comfortable and around the back of the head, not the neck, so avoiding the cervical spine. Wherever it feels comfortable, we're just gonna bring the strap to hold this pose. Now you don't have to use the strap, you can just pull on the back of the leg to feel the stretch in the hamstring. But if you just wanna relax into the pose, allowing the strap to come around the back of the head is still gonna remain planted on the mat. And then just allow the back of the right leg to stretch, keeping the left foot planted on the mat. So again, you can flex the left toes to keep the left hip grounded. And as you inhale, perhaps just noticing something energetically that you need. And as you exhale, can you allow your mind and your body to release what no longer serves you in this moment, maybe in life? Taking one more cycle of breath here. And then bending the right knee to release the right foot. Placing the left foot in, extending the right leg long. And then again, you can just use your hand or you can use the strap to support you, flexing the right toes towards the ceiling. If you're just grabbing onto the leg, you can grab onto the back of the left leg. Taking full inhales and full exhales. And when you're ready, bending the left leg, releasing the strap, setting it aside, extending the legs long, just neutralizing the body. And then you can roll on one side, or you can rock and roll back and forth and come into a seated posture. So from here, coming into shoelace pose, you can, if you have the flexibility, you can cross the right leg over the left and then walk the hands forward. If that's too much, you can extend the left leg long and do half shoelace, reaching for the toes, keeping a flat back here. So whatever variation you need, inhaling, extending through the crown of the head, and then walking the hands forward. And just noticing the stretch. You can use a block to support the head. And you'll feel a stretch down the right side of the hip here. So taking full cycles of breath. And allowing the body to settle here. As you inhale, perhaps inviting in softness, a sense of peace. And as you exhale, releasing what no longer serves you. Excuse me. And on your next exhale, walking the hands back, shaking out the legs in front of you. You can windshield wiper the knees from side to side. And then when you're ready, coming onto all fours, we're going to step our right foot between our hands, and our right knee is going to stay tracking over the left foot ankle. And then walking the left leg back so that we're not dumping back, but rather coming forward. You can use your block to support your hand here, coming into low lunge. So hands can just be on the ground. Finding as you tilt the hips forward, tuck the pelvis, you'll feel the stretch down the left hip. So just breathing into this space. You can stay here. You can walk the right foot over and then walk the right hand inside of the foot for lizard lunge. So this will allow you to feel more opening in the right inner thigh. And if you walked outside, walking back in, finding a stretch here for just a moment. And then tipping the hips back, bringing the knees together, coming into a quick child's pose. And then coming to all fours again, bringing the left foot in between the hands, extending the right leg back. Again, we want to track the knee over the ankle. Tuck the pelvis and tilt the hips forward rather than coming here. So you want to feel the stretch as you stretch into the left hip. You'll still feel it in the right. You might have to walk your foot forward, the left or the right leg back. You can use your block. And again, if you want, you can bring the left foot outside of the hand for lizard lunge. It's a little bit of a different stretch. Noticing the rhythm of your breath. Finding safety in your space, whatever that is, even if that's taking a different pose. Walking the foot back in, left hand comes outside of the foot. When you're ready, tipping back, coming into a child's pose for a moment. And then coming to all fours, we're going to bring our right foot between our hands, walk the foot over to the left, and then set the right knee down and extend the left leg long. So from here you can stay upright or you can recline your pigeon coming down to the mat. So as you inhale, noticing the stretch through the right hip, the right glute. Noticing the points of tension. Can you breathe space into this area of the body? And as you exhale, can you allow the body to release and let go? walking the hands up, coming into a quick down dog, maybe shaking out the right leg, maybe opening the hip, bending the knee. And then we're gonna bring our left foot in between the hands and then walk it to the right, setting the left knee down, coming to half pigeon on the other side. So same options, you can stay upright. If this is too much, you can take a figure 4 on your back, just bending the left leg over the right, reaching for the right leg, and then pulling the leg into the chest. So if half pigeon is not accessible, supine, figure 4, is your next best option. So breathing space into your left hip, the left glute, allowing the hips to settle, just noticing the sensations of the body. Taking one more cycle of breath here. And then pressing through the hands. Again, coming into a down dog. You can lift the left leg, shake out the leg. You can bend the knee and open the hips. And then coming back into a seated position. From here, we're gonna cross our right leg over our left. And if this is too much, you can place something between the legs, or you can simply cross the leg over the right over the left. So they don't both have to come in. You can stay here or walk the hands forward. We're just gonna take a quick stretch here. As I inhale, I can simply notice my inhale. And as I exhale, notice my exhale. Walking the hands up, just switching legs. And then again, you can walk the hands forward. Maybe this side feels different than the other, which is totally normal. And then walking the hands up. You can shake out the legs in front of you. And then coming to lie on your back. And again, you can use your strap for this pose if you like. So placing it around the right foot. And then extending the foot to the left. You can pull on the strap. So you can do it without the strap and just place the right foot over to the left, keeping the shoulders planted in the mat. I'm gonna cactus my right arm, and then I can pull my right leg up and then allow it to settle. You might feel this not only in the hip, but in the inner thigh. But for me, there was a little discomfort, so I rolled a little more onto my left hip, but my shoulders remain planted into the mat. So you can have some rotation of the hip to come to the side, but can the shoulders stay grounded into the mat? And then coming back to center, we're just gonna switch sides. So putting the strap around the left foot, or just bringing the left foot over to the right, cactusing the left arm. So I'm gonna roll again a little bit on my right hip and then bring my left foot down. My shoulders remain planted into the mat. And then bring your legs back to center. You can windshield wiper the knees from side to side. And then wrapping the right leg over the left, you can double cross. And then going in the direction of the leg that's on top, I'm gonna go, so same sort of movement we just did, but just with the legs crossed here. Feeling a stretch on the right side of the body, the arms are cactused. Coming back to center, uncrossing, bringing the left leg over the right, and then bringing the knees to the right as I keep my shoulders planted into the mat. So it's not so much how far the knee comes down, just where you feel the stretch. Using your breath to support you. And then coming back to center and rock the knees from side to side. Bring your hands in a place that feels soothing and supportive to you today. It can be on your belly or in your heart. One on the heart, one on the belly. And bring them to heart center. And when you're ready, extending the legs long, the palms can face up or anywhere on your body where you find a sense of comfort and ease. Closing your eyes or softening your gaze. You can always keep your eyes open if that feels better for you. And just taking a final scan of your body, allowing the body to just relax into the opening from the poses that we just did. And maybe again, offering yourself gratitude for taking this time for you, for your body. Thank you for sharing your practice with me. The light in me bows to the light in all of you. Namaste. See you next time.